Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Money Monday. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hope you're off a nice winning Sunday. You should be. You should be. I mean, forget about if you're following me. It should have been a nice day for you. I mean, Dogs doing pretty good. They're doing their doggy things, 57% of the year. Although people are probably down because dogs are cashing at 57%, and unders are cashing at 59%. So I'm sure the public is hurting a little bit. We'll do a little recap. But before we get that, like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Max Wager winning free picks. That's where we are 7 days a week. Although I do throw look ahead lines, and I'll throw a Saturday or Sunday show on picks, parlays, and bookie blasters. But Max Wager all the time. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. If you give me a follow there. Why wouldn't you give me a follow? I don't see why you wouldn't. Anyway, let's get to recapping the weekend action. Wow, the Houston Astros get it done for us. How about an 8-1 sweep? Thank you, Houston. I said the Yanks. My daughter today wore a Yankee shirt to school, and she's like, people are asking me if I'm from New York. I say Jersey. I said, listen, somebody asked you from New York. Those are fighting words. It's almost as bad as being from Philadelphia. Being a dirty New Yorker.
Hold on.
Yeah,
at least we're not from like that Jersey area. Sheesh.
Yeah, dirty Jersey.
As a former New Yorker, come on.
You're not a New Yorker. You're from the island. You're from the island. Come on, that's not the island. No, I come down here talking. People think I'm like from Brooklyn or something. Like, hey, where are you from? Brooklyn? Yeah, Brooklyn. Freaking Jersey. Anyway, so the Yanks, go ahead. Let's get rid of Cashman and Boone out of here today. Get ready to reload on Carlos Rodon. Bring him in here. Resign Benedetti. Get him and DJ LeMahieu healthy. Get Volpe up here.
Pay Judge way too much money.
Adios. Thank you. We don't need to pay you $40 million to go 3 for 30 in the playoffs against good pitching. Yankees can't hit good pitching. I don't know why people don't understand that. I've been saying that for years. We could go back to 2010. Let's go all the way. We'll go back to 2001, losing to Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling. Can't hit good pitching. Anyway, baseball, nice season. 209, 208 plus 29.10. We're plus 34.98 plus 16.32. 527 up, 512 down, 520 up, 522 down. Again, it comes down to the totals. And we're getting a push instead of a win, or a loss instead of a push, vice versa. In and out, roundabout. Shop around. College football, 31-23 plus 765 in the video. We did hit a teaser. We hit both teasers this weekend. Wonderful. But for the year, college is only at a little over 51, so we're not even quite making money yet in college. 74-70. It is what it is. NFL in the video, winning day, 3-2, but only 19-19 in the video. We're down a little bit. Teaser did come through. But on the season, I mean, you're not getting any better than like 30 games over 500. We're 67% with our NFL. 9-1 yesterday, in case you missed it. Not to toot my horn a little bit, but 9-1's a pretty good day. And he had in the T-Wolves in NBA, and then we had the Astros as an underdog. Oh, freaking, unbelievable. Winner.
You ready? Anyway. You ready to go Astros run line the entire World Series?
You know, I was looking at the
Astros
initial line. I don't think 4. I think the Astros. I got them coming up here. It was the
I'm sorry.
There. So I got no. That's all right. Come back in. Come back. So I got Astros at 5. 5 or 6. I think Philly will get 1. I think they could get 1 with their.
That's generous.
They've just been hitting. It's a team. They're hitting the ball right now. So. Does it carry over after a 5-day layoff? I don't know. Now you got the best team, the best pitching staff you're facing.
You're facing the best team in baseball.
You know,
I don't care what the Dodgers did this year. This is the best team in baseball.
Yes, I agree. I mean,
it's gonna be very tricky for Philadelphia to beat them in 4 games. Like four separate games they beat them in.
You just beat 300-win teams, right? I mean, Atlanta. Dodgers, Padres. The Padres went 100 or really like 90, whatever they did. It's not like the Padres were some dumpling gang.
Padres were 89 because I know that because I had the under 88.5 as my prop for win total.
That good comeback for them. But I still think the Astros are the best. And I thought if the Padres were to knock off, and I thought again, I had the Padres in 6, Phillies in 7. So again, we pick up $8 there on a sweep, but we lose the other one. So it's a little bit of a win, but it's not like we had dimes across the board on these things. These were small little plays, but I thought the Padres would beat the Phils. I thought they could have gave them a run because they were kind of getting into the groove. I just don't know if the Philly staff is good enough to go man for man.
They are.
Your first two, fine. I get it. But the problem
is, their first two, you got to keep in mind, Wheeler and Nola are great. They're going to have to go against Verlander and Framer Valdez. That's not good.
Yeah. Nola's the guy who could come out and give up 1 run, but are they going to score 2 runs against whoever they're facing? Forget about that. Javier's good. Yeah, I know McCullers didn't look good yesterday, but he's had been solid down the stretch. So I think Houston wins in 5 or 6 here. I don't think it's a sweep. Harper MVP. The guy's been red hot. How do you pitch to that guy? So I'll take a Harper plus $7, and I'll take a Pena plus 18. Are there other shorter odds here? You can go Yordi, who's a monster. I get it. You want to go one of the pitchers who thinks going to win. You get 2 wins in a. If one team dominates, either Wheeler or Verlander maybe gets 2 wins and the team sweeps, that guy will probably get it. But I'm going to go with 2 bats. And again, on the Astros, you can go a lot of bats. You can think who's going to have a breakout because I think it's a deep lineup. Like Kyle Tucker. I don't know much about Altuve. The guy's only got 2 hits this postseason, but
yeah, he's been rough this postseason.
Who knows? The guy goes 3 for 3. There's a lot of different things. Breggy. I'll just go Pena. I like this youngster.
Pena was the one that hit that 3-run shot last night to tie it up.
Yeah, and he had another one against Seattle too. I think he had
the 18-inning home run.
Plus playing defense. Who knows? Maybe make a good play in the field that kind of adds to it. Like, all right, he's batting .378 in the playoffs with 2 or 3 ribbies, but the defense saved a run. Listen, 18-1 will take it.
I have a feeling if the Astros get an MVP, I would probably have to lean towards 2 other guys, and that would have been Yordan Alvarez and Justin Verlander. Alvarez is 7-1. Verlander's 9-1, but I could easily see Verlander starting 2 games.
Exactly.
Dominating. And if it gets late in the series, if they get late in the series, all of a sudden he comes in for a save or something at the end.
Yeah.
But
or if it goes that long, he wins 3 games and strikes out 27 guys. But again, it goes 7, and all of a sudden you got batters. Maybe you have a guy who's having an awesome.
Maybe you have Bryce Harper who goes
7 homers,
7 for 16 with 3 homers, a double, 17 6 RBIs, or no. But the thing is, in order for Harper to win the MVP,
Philly's got to win.
They need to win the World Series. You can't have an MVP that's on the losing side.
No. But again, if I'm going to get a guy, the best.
If the Phillies are going to win it, it's going to be Harper. It's got to be Harper.
Yeah. I know people are high on Hoskins, but
if you want Hoskins, where's his numbers?
He's seeing the ball pretty
20-1.
Yeah, that's not a bad one to go with. He's seeing the ball.
No, it's not.
I just, and maybe that's the play because maybe Dusty's like, you know what, we're not going to F around here with Harper. Say Harper hits like a home run in his first at bat today. You think they're going to come back and face him every game this series? They'll pitch around him. I'll take.
They won't intentionally walk him, but they won't give him pitches to hit.
Exactly. We'll pitch around them, and we'll get the other guy to lace into a double play or something.
Yeah.
So that should be an interesting World Series.
At least it's Astros and Phillies. I wouldn't have wanted to watch it if it was Yankees and Phillies. That's just the complete nightmare.
No, Yankees are good. The good thing with them getting swept is if they somehow won today or yesterday, and then they win another game, and all of a sudden they steal one, and it's like, oh, we lost in 6. We were right there, and if only
you weren't.
But that's the way they spin it because that's what they've done for the last 4 years. Like, oh, we're almost there. We were there in 7 games. You're there in 6. It's another ALCS. No, you're not. You're not right there. You got big problems. You have no pitcher after Cole. All right, Cortez is nice. He's not a number 2. Talien's not a 2. Montes isn't a 2.
Nope.
Cole's a 2. Cole's a 2. Get me Rodon in here. Get me another starter. All right, you want to bring Sevy back? Wonderful. Get Rodon. Let Judge go. You can't win. You didn't win with Judge. I don't see why you won't win without him. Here's the thing, Yanks. Guys have to hit the ball. You can't win a game when you get up against it on a Saturday night, you get one hit in the game. It's not Judge's fault. The whole team's garbage. You can't run out Josh Donaldson and Aaron Hicks.
Then the problem is that
And
the Yankees
Falefa.
traded a couple of their prospects, so their prospect pool is kind of shallow now.
Nah, but they got the other guys. They got
I know they have like
Peraza, Volpe.
Volpe.
Yeah, they
got a couple of guys, but their farm system is bottom part of the league.
Yeah, but the top guys are like Volpe's. It's probably one of the top 2 or 3 prospects in baseball. So
I will already say for next year for the AL East, I'm gonna have a Baltimore Orioles ticket to win the division.
I think so.
With the young talent that they have, they just need to get another arm. Maybe they get Trey Mancini back.
Maybe they get Aaron Judge.
No, I don't think they wouldn't spend that much money on him.
You don't know. You're right there. You were there this year.
They'll get somebody big. It won't be Aaron Judge. They'll get their Trey Mancini back for a decent price, and then they'll go out and get a Carlos Correa or they'll get somebody big. They will. I just don't think they go after Judge. I think that's too rich for their blood.
I think Correa. If the Yanks, I mean, I'm not saying they should sign Correa because they got Volpe coming up, but if they think he needs another year, sign Correa. Put DJ at third. Torres at second. Keep Rizzo for a 2-year deal. You have Benedetti. I was calling Benedetti, Lambert, and Locke. That's from like the Firm movie with Tom Cruise. Benedetti, again, a guy who hits. You don't need a guy who's going to club a bunch of homers. Put him out there. Get guys on base. He hits. LeMahieu's healthy. He'll hit.
Get some guys to hit for average.
Hader gets on base. He plays defense. All right, Judge as a whole. You know what? So what? You got Stanton's a guy just like him, except he doesn't play the outfield.
How long does Stanton have left on that contract?
Probably like 14 years or something.
I'll go look it up real quick.
I guess at least 5 years.
Big contract that he signed.
At least 5 years.
And Carlos Stanton contract. What has he got left? Oh yeah, he signed 13. Oh, that's with Miami.
Yeah, but he's been here for however long.
Oh, he signed a 13-year, 325 with Miami.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, you guys got him until 2028, where he has a club option.
Yeah,
he's not going anywhere.
No. All right. So NFL. Sorry for the baseball rant, but is what it is. Baseball. Anytime TD tonight with Myers for a touchdown. Again, NBA. I sort of lean to the Nets here. Did not put anything out. 2-4 in the video. 2-0 with my regular plays here. And hockey, again, lean towards Edmonton and Winnipeg. I'm 2-0 in the video, but I didn't bet anything today in these sports. I got my NFL bet, and that's it. Rob Franklin's in the house. Good morning. Tooch is in the house. My Saturday morning buddy, my paisan on the Barroom Network. Hit big on KC and Seattle. Nice winners there, Rob. I know it. I was with you. I had them both myself. Walker Kid for Seattle is pretty good. Yes, he is. Monster game. Great day, SA. Yeah, good day, SA. I'll take a 9-1 NFL day, 12-1 overall, or whatever it was. I'll take it. All right, let's see. Joe's got the Jazz tonight. Cavaliers, Steelers, nice weekend. That is a good weekend. Jazz again outright
last night.
Yeah. Jazz again outright. No one thinks the Jazz are going to win.
Overtime, never in doubt though.
And Cleveland, I don't know the Cleveland game, and the Steelers. Yeah. I said this about this Steelers game. How are we running to bet an over in that game? And just people thought Miami. The Miami offense. Hello, even next week in Detroit. Do I kind of like Miami a little bit? Okay, yeah, it's Detroit's. You got no running back, you got no wide receiver. But are you really sold on this team? Miami it looked like that game was going to be a 36-13 game last night. Did they score points in the second half? Miami, did they score any points in the second half?
No one did. It's the second time this year that there's been no points in the second half.
Yeah,
both
Miami.
of them were on primetime games. The other one was Philly and Minnesota earlier in the year.
I mean,
nothing
Miami.
in the second half.
You had Miami yesterday. Take a day off today.
I had Pittsburgh in the under. Let's get it.
Yeah, I did too. Michigan this week. Yeah, I got whatever they were, 21-22. I laid already. Jazz money line today against the Rockets. Why not? They're playing good. But why does
I would be
well, I'm gonna
careful
say,
with that one.
why do I feel like this is where they get picked off on some garbage?
I was
Rocket
about to
team?
say I would be careful with this one just because you're getting the Jazz off a second leg of a back-to-back after an overtime game. And they're only 1.5 point favorites as a 3-0 team against the Rockets, who are 0-3.
1-3, yeah.
I kind of like the Rockets tonight. That's the only game I didn't bet, though.
I agree. Astros at 5 makes sense to me. Philly plus 170. Listen, they're red hot. Maybe they come in and hit. I can't tell you they're not taking 170, Nick. All right, I understand. I think the Astros. I said the Astros were the best team. I thought it would be Astros, Cleveland. They got the 2 bench pitching staffs, and I thought if someone was going to get hot, they could knock them off. Now I thought it would be the Padres getting hot, but again, the Phillies could knock them off. The Phillies are red hot as well. Although the Astros are what, undefeated in the postseason? I mean,
I was about to mention
can't get hotter than that.
There is a trend with that. There's been 2
They have not
teams.
won 14. Four times it happened. 4.
Well, 2 times recently where 2 teams went undefeated in the DS and CS.
And lost.
They were the 2007 Colorado Rockies and lost.
And
it was the 2014 Kansas City Royals, and they lost.
And you go back to the A's, I think, lost in the late 80s.
Whatever that, yeah, might have. I don't know. They're in the Yankee game yesterday. They mentioned that.
Yep, 4 times, twice in the 80s, and then the recent ones. Michael's got the Patriots. All right, we could do a little New England money. I like it. Houston, yes. Jazz off the OT win, facing 0-3. Yep, we just mentioned that, Michael. Excellent. Houston turns it up. I agree. Spurs versus the Wolves. I had the Wolves yesterday. But again, 3 games of 4 nights. I agree. Again, no wax for me on that one, but I do like taking the doggy there. Loving Houston plus 500 World Series ticket. That looks pretty good. I'm in a good hedge spot because I got a big Philly ticket here. We talked about. I actually went back to look at it when we did the preview show for the Phillies, or talking about World Series future. Patriots tonight. Yeah. I agree. I got Alvarez World Series MVP, although like Breggy. Either one, again, Michael, you're talking the Astros. You can pick a guy in the lineup who thinks he'll get hit hot out of the 2 to 5 spot and could have a big series. Again, those are just for show. That's just like, oh man, I picked the right guy to get, to have a good series. Lock it in with the Kings in the house. Stevens at 4 receptions plus 280. Again, I got a little anytime here with Myers. Anytime touchdown. Hoskins or Nola MVP. I could see Hoskins. Not Nola, though, because he's only going to get, 2 starts at best? Unless he comes in on the bullpen. I mean, I think Wheeler's starting game 1. Dolphin coach needs to be fired last night. How are you not getting a field goal when you're up 6 points third quarter? Cost people money. Not really.
He did a great job. I appreciate it.
Not if you bet the Steelers. These guys with these freaking field goals, forget about. Listen, you're up anyway. Let's forget about not kicking a field goal. What happened to your team? What happened? You scored 13 points in the first quarter, right, or whatever they were up. I think it was 13-0 in the first quarter, or I don't even know what it was. It seemed like I was in trouble. I was like, man, I got on Twitter. I said it was 7-1. I was having a good day. I just totally jinxed myself. I think I'm going 0-2. Miami's not a great team, folks. I mean, people run this Miami team. Oh, it's Tua. The guy didn't play in 2 weeks, and he was out with like a brain injury. You think he's going to come in and be sharp and all? I thought he was going to get knocked out when he ran that ball. And again, take out that fourth quarter against Baltimore. These guys average 16 points a game. And you're shocked. Man, come on, Kim. You know better than this. You're dropping $3,000 parlays. What are you doing betting on the Dolphins straight up? It's ridiculous. Don't take the Dolphins. Sucks for the Jets and my fantasy team. That Hall is out. But my Dameon Pierce rookie year ticket's looking nice. That is, looking good. Dameon Pierce. We like him for Houston. And that's it. I said yesterday, take those Patriots +1. It's going to be a -3 by game time. I don't know what the number is right now. Because I grabbed me some Patriots yesterday.
Patriots -1.5.
That's it. Has not moved, huh? I see a couple 2.5s out here now.
I see a couple 2.5s, but never mind.
I only
Line's
see
2.5.
I only see one place that has. I don't have any place as the Jets favorite. I have one place with Patriots -1. Everything else got the Patriots.
No, the Jets aren't favored at all.
No. Donaldson's terrible. We listen. We'll talk. I would love to talk hot stove baseball, but let's be honest. I'm 2 weeks away from college hoops. Hot stove's gonna have to wait till the end of March Madness, unfortunately, for my more Yankee rants. These Phillies remind me of the Braves from last year. Offensive juggernaut, a couple good starters, a suspect bullpen. The bullpen is not that suspect, folks. It's not that bad. It's not. The problem is that you got Suarez is an all right kind of starter. And then you got Syndergaard, who's just a bad kind of starter. Like, that's why that's where the edge totally tilts to Houston, because one, the bullpen is unhittable, and it's been unhittable all year. We've said this. Houston was kind of chugging along. Like, Houston's not even playing good, and they're winning games. And by not playing good, I meant they weren't even catching overs, right? They were such an underclub this year because the bats. It was just the pitching. And I remember saying this. They got to get another pitcher because it's Verlander and a bunch of guys who pitch 5 innings. Well, I guess that's fine now because you only need 5 or 6 innings. So then your bullpen comes in, you bring in a bunch of guys every inning with like 1.87 ERAs with 1.88 batting average against. Good luck catching up with that. I get the Phillies. I had the Phillies in March. I said take them for a World Series future. They went out. They got bats. You had 2 stud starter pitchers. At the deadline, they'd go make a deal to bring somebody in if they were there. Now, was I thinking they'd fire their head coach and then go into a slump or win and then go in a slump again? Well, they're here. It's not a totally bad team, but pitching-wise, man, the edge is. I'm going to say it's off the chart in Houston's favors. No one's close to Houston. Maybe Cleveland, but Cleveland can't hit. Braves World Series next season. I'll take a Braves future next year. They're going to have DeGrom too.
That's fine. We're going to get Ohtani. It's all right.
Ohtani's not coming here. Yanks re-signed Judge. No. He retired Yankee. Yanks care about $50 million, though. Signed 2 or more home. No. Please don't sign this guy. No.
Wait, that sounds like a flawless plan. I like that, Michael. Let's get it.
Oh, my goodness. Why? Pitt had their chance to win. I took a shot with the money line. Their DBs dropped 4 easy interceptions. Yeah, they had a shot. Let's also. People love Kenny Pickett. Bunch of other interceptions again last night. And I said this when they put him in against the Jets. You can't take this kid out. He's going to take lumps. And then when you have like a 4 or 5 win season, are you going to be all upset, Pittsburgh? And I'm not saying you're a Pittsburgh fan, Mike. I know you're not. You put the guy in a bad spot. Put him against the Jets. It's like, oh, look at us. We're up 20-10. It's Kenny Pickett time. Yeah, you end up losing that game. You go to Buffalo, get your doors blown off you. You come to Miami against a team that plays defense, you lose and he throws more interceptions. Come on. Listen, can I find them as like a little, not a live dog, but they were there. And honestly, I think I got a little lucky with them coming in to get a cover there. Now the unders, I wasn't really concerned about, but yeah. I heard some drum sound when Houston was batting. Come on. I told my daughter, I've said people make fun of your Yankee shirt, call them the Houston Asterix. It's all right. You want to cheat? Everybody tries to cheat. You're not cheating. You're not trying. You try to get an edge, right? Everybody's trying to see what the sign is from the catcher. I totally get it. You start using, drums and putting things on your chest so people could zap you like you got a dog collar on. No, thank you. Pacers plus the 12 against Philly. Yeah, no way. No way Phillies
Yes.
could. Yeah, you like the Pacers plus 12. I mean, Phillies gonna win this one. Tim, you really like the Phillies, or is that a joke?
The
Not the
Pacers?
Phillies, the Sixers.
I like the Pacers.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh yeah, Pacers plus 12. They're
Pacers,
playing in Philly.
100%
They're
Pacers.
playing Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, can't bet the Sixers. I had under 44.5, and I got I was nervous for 6 minutes. Yeah, I was like, what's happening here? End it. First half under Bears, yes. Anton, how are you today? Yet the Twin is here. Blues in regulation on the ice against Winnipeg. I kind of like Winnipeg here. Everybody on St. Louis. So I kind of lean Winnipeg and Edmonton. Penguins regulation again. I just said I like Edmonton Oilers. But you're getting plus. You're going regulation plus money. I'm not going to say no to plus money. Again, didn't bet the ice today. NFL, only thing I bet. That's all I got rolling today. And of course, I got a good number because I don't wait till Monday Night Football to bet a 8 when you could get it at 6 when the line opens up. So, Tate's great. Hitting the like button today. Words of wisdom. You know we got words of wisdom here. Definitely having a nice little run of NFL for sure. Next week, college basketball. Yeah. Right, the 7th? Or is it the 4th? I thought it was the 7th.
7th.
Tim?
7th.
7th. We're still 2 weeks away. Don't get me excited. Don't get me excited.
What? You can't wait to go ahead and start betting the MEAC and the
Yes.
and some out west, the Big South and the
I love Big Sky. I love the Big West. Give me my Cal Poly slow. You guys really bet on NBA regular season games. Anton, hold on a second, kid. Let's roll up. I got last year in the video 89 to 101. That's just the video. My regular ones, I had about half that games bet. Not a big NBA guy. 2-4 in the video, although I'm just 2-0 with games I bet on myself. I've said this before. NBA for me, and newer people in here, my least favorite, probably my least profitable. I'm not going to say probably. It's 100% my least profitable because I don't bet 500 games like I do in baseball or college basketball or anywhere amount of college or NFL footballs. I just don't like NBA regular season. Guys sit out. I'm not waiting. I got a life. I'm worried. You know, these guys are NBA. It's like, oh, I'm going to decide at 7:35 if I'm playing the 8:00 game tonight. Well, I'm already handicapping tomorrow's games, or I'm on the weekend for football or whatever. So I don't really like to get involved in NBA. It's too much of a joke to me. So
I like the NBA. I have
playoffs. I could do some playoffs.
How many games have I bet already this year?
NBA, no betting allowed.
Yeah, no betting for you. What am I? 15 and 14 so far. I've bet 29 games already, and I'm up $3. Sorry, 3 cents.
All right. Hey, it's profitable. James is in the house here. Rocket money line, and Spurs plus 9. I could do the Rockets, yes. Right? Bad spot for the Jazz. And the Spurs, why not? Listen, they're garbage. I get it, but they got a coach. I don't think he totally wants to tank. And if they're tanking, they're going to do it in a way that they're going to lose close games. You're talking to subscribers to bet on regular season games? Don't do that. I guess. I mean, I don't. You know what? Good. Yeah. Bet on regular season games, folks. And then when you lose, come in and buy my NFL package in college basketball. Philly money line and under 6.5 plus $4. Yeah, I saw a 7 out there. There was 1-7, and the under was plus 105. I don't know if I'm getting involved in a total there. I want to kind of see if right, because we saw Verlander give up some runs against Seattle. Again, the Yankees, I knew they weren't going to hit. They don't hit good pitching. Phillies have shown to hit a little bit. And this line is up. It's a 150, right? 155. Maybe a run line. I initially looked at it real fast on BetMGM, and I thought it said Phillies minus like 120. I'm like, what? It was 120, 110. I'm like, I can't believe the Phillies are favored. Then it was like a first 5 run line. They were like a minus 120 or something. I was like, I looked at the wrong numbers. Charlotte fired their head coach on the road this weekend. Rice steams already. Listen, Charlotte's terrible. I mean, I can't get involved in that game. Yeah, no NBA, no betting allowed. Very rarely regular season. Playoffs, different animal. Like the Nuggets -4.5 today, says Don. Bounce back spot, right? For them. Or not bounce back.
No, they won their last 2
Yeah,
games.
but
I got them at
they didn't
3.5.
cover.
They're up to 5 now. I do like them.
They didn't cover, so that's why I was kind of like a little mushrooms. Why is that line going up? Who's out for Portland? Looks like teams coming in. On who? The Charlotte game or on this Nuggets game? Who's Rice got? Hold on. Let me find my little Rice-a-roni. Is that who Charlotte's playing? Rice? I mean, I don't know if steam's coming in. It's still 16.5 everywhere. Not really much movement on that game. I mean, I see 117. Pats Bears first half under. Pats first half money line. Bet your account, says Anton. Here we go. Here we go. Phillies' whole storyline is I got Phillies winning World Series. People are going to be all over the Phillies. It's a nice feel-good story. It's Philadelphia. Rocky. I get it. Portland on back-to-back. All right, Portland on the back-to-back. That's why the line's up, huh? All right. I remember last week when I said bet your account, it hit. I know. I'm just listening. What are the outlet are people watching you on? I don't know. It should be just max wager and winning free picks. That's all I put on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Rice all day, says Rob. So again, 16.5 Rice over Charlotte, the Owls. Maybe I'll go to a Rice game next week. They're not too far from my house. We'll see. Little Rice Owls. I personally off the game, but it was just an interesting spot, I thought. You're off the Rice game? Listen, Charlotte's been bad. They were going to be bad this year anyway. It's firing the head coach. You get the old, hey, we're going to play good. Listen, we saw it in Georgia Tech. They played all right. Rice still put up a nice little fight last week. I had a Rice under. They explode for points. I mean, I don't have the. I'll pull up college here. I don't have the matchups right in front of me, but let's see. Let's see some Rice. Charlotte's 1-7. Brutal. They beat Rice last year in overtime. 34-15, 34-20, 45-21. Rice got UTEP on deck. It's just tough. You're laying 3 scores basically. Let's just say it's called 17 with a team that, I mean, they were a 2-point fave on the road last week. Didn't cover in overtime. 2-point dog, 5-point dog, 10-point dog, 17-point dog, 12-point dog. 7-point fave, that's over McNeese State. Take care of business. A 31-point dog. Now you're going from a 2-point favorite that you couldn't cover to a 17-point favorite. I can't do it. TCU. Lay TCU. I already bet TCU. I got TCU -6.5. TCU looks like the real deal. Was anybody on Vandy plus the points last week? Who'd they play? Missouri or Georgia? Who'd they play? I want Syracuse 2 versus Notre Dame. Kind of worried about a bad spot for them. Yeah, I'm doing I guess I'm doing Power Hour today. Or free picks. I have no idea. I'm do something later with Detroit Lenny. I got the Syracuse
Power Hour
game. Yeah, I got this game here. I'm actually kind of leaning toward Notre Dame, Rob. I just think bad spot. You're off a game you probably should have won against Clemson, right? I mean, bad spot. And in Notre Dame, as bad as they are, right, you lose to Stanford, you lose to Marshall, dogfight versus Cal, right? It's just they've looked bad, but I don't know if Syracuse is favored over Notre Dame right now. I don't know if I could jump into that ride. That ride might go off a cliff. I mean, this opened at 3. It's been 2.5, now down to 2. I mean, beating UNLV is one thing. You did beat. Here's why you kind of take Notre Dame. You beat BYU on the road as a fave. That wasn't a home game. That was in Vegas. And I think BYU is as good as Syracuse. Record not going to be there, but competition and talent-wise, I think they're on the same kind of level. You go into North Carolina, nobody gave them a shot against North Carolina. Everybody's like, oh, North Carolina. But I'm taking a point here. Notre Dame's favored. Yeah, they won by 20 or whatever. Like they won by 45, 30, was something like that. So, yeah, give me some Irish. Phil's in 5. Why not? I just don't think they have the pitching. Phil's in 5. So every one of their pitchers is winning? I don't see it coming. No. I mean, not when you're bringing out Syndergaard or Gibson or Suarez. No. The Knicks tonight against who they got?
Orlando. I like the over.
I'd say Orlando plus 7.5. I don't know. I'm not a big Knick guy.
I got the over at 219, and I see some 222s now. So
I don't have that big Knick energy.
I see
Oklahoma with Martinez. See, I kind of like Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma. First 5 under, yes. Oklahoma State versus K-State. If Martinez out for Kansas State, yeah. Oh boy, look who's in. Well, either way, back to Oklahoma, Iowa State. I do like Oklahoma. NC State quarterbacks out. I think take Vatek. That's 13.5. I don't know, man. I still kind of like NC State. ULL. I kind of like ULL there as well.
I have to do that Vatek game for Power Hour. I just sent in to Lenny. I said Vatek plus the points.
I kind of like NC State. That Vatek team.
Yeah, but we saw what NC State did last week or last game with no quarterback. They put up 9 points.
Yeah.
Three field. They couldn't even get in the end zone. I know it was against Syracuse, but they couldn't even get into the end zone. I don't know. Virginia Tech. I think North Carolina State is done. I think they'll get into a mediocre bowl. That being said, they might end up playing their way into the Military Bowl against East Carolina. But I think that the NC State's kind of going to be tampering off because they lost their starting quarterback. I don't think Virginia Tech is good, but I think they can cover.
Yeah, good points.
We'll see.
And the Utes. Yeah, that Ute team kind of let me down. Astros bats pitching versus Philly. Yeah, I mean, the pitching is just that much better. And that's what it's going to come down to. Yeah, Chaz, man, you need some money? Sure. $340?
Yeah, can I get some too?
You got it. Next, Mahoney Valley. What is this? What are we talking about? Here we go. Whatever that is. I don't even know. Provo, Utah. Provo's in the house. Baylor and Texas Tech. I don't know, man. I kind of think Texas Tech here, believe it or not. Baylor just I don't know. I'm still down on them from the West Virginia loss. I kind of like, let's just take the under here. Baylor's got to come out and win. They need a big win. I thought they'd win 27-10 or something. It turns into a wild shootout, 100 points scored or whatever the heck, and they lose. No, thank you. What do you think? Oklahoma State this weekend against K-State? I don't know. I mean, it's a one. I like K-State as a dog, but this is more of a pick 'em.
I like Okie State, but I've been high on Okie State all year. I mentioned them in the beginning of the year, 50-1 to win the college football playoff.
Yeah.
They still have a shot to make it in, even though because their only loss was to TCU in overtime. So
When they get to the championship game, they got a shot to make it there.
yeah, but they need help. They need a 2-loss Alabama. They need a 1-loss or 2-loss Clemson. They need a lot of help to get in there. They need to beat TCU. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, you're going to get a loss with Georgia and Tennessee. They play each other.
Yeah,
So
but the
maybe
thing is, the crazy thing is, we could possibly still see 3 SEC schools in the college football playoff. It would require Georgia beating Tennessee, and then Alabama beating Georgia in the SEC championship game. All of a sudden, you got 12-1, a 12-1, and 11-1, and all of them have good wins on their record.
I'll tell you what, I think Tennessee gets screwed out of that one because they'll put Ohio State in.
No, I can easily see. I can see. Well, that would also require Clemson to not win the ACC.
I was gonna say, because if Clemson wins, they're gonna be like, no, Clemson has to get in there because we need an ACC team. So that'll be Tennessee. Even though they beat Alabama, they'd be like, no, Alabama won the whole thing. No, Tennessee will get screwed out of that.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. It's Alabama will get in there.
It would require Clemson to have a 1-loss Clemson. Even if they win the ACC, if they lost a game in that thing, they would be done. It would require TCU to lose. It would require who else is undefeated?
It doesn't make a difference. Only a couple undefeated teams are gonna even have.
There's 6 undefeated teams right now.
Probably Michigan, Ohio State.
Oh, Michigan. It would require. Oh yeah, it would require Michigan and Ohio. I don't know. I'm just trying to map it out and see how that could happen. It could, very realistically, but we'll see.
Yeah, if everybody loses their next 3 games.
Exactly.
Celtics and the Bulls. The Bulls. I'll lay with the Celtics here. -6.
I got 4.5 with the Celtics. They're up to 6 now.
Yeah, it didn't bet it, but I would lean Celtics. What is this, Shiva? What is this? Is this like Indian cricket? What are we talking about here? What is this?
I have not a clue.
I need New England the under tonight. Probably the world's probably going to be on New England. That's why it's gone up to 8, 10, whatever it is.
How about the Bears outright? What are your thoughts?
Not happening. I mean, Bears outright tonight. Holy cow. That'd be a pretty big upset. That's almost like saying Bears outright next week. Phillies bullpen will be the downfall. I don't know if that'll be the downfall. I just think that Astros are going to be able to hit, and Phillies aren't this until I see somebody really rake this pitching staff for Houston. I don't think anybody can hit them. And forget about yesterday's game. I mean, that was big rain delay nonsense, and honestly, I think they kind of just toyed with the Yankees. Like, let's hit a couple grand this weekend, boys. You know it, Nathan. Gio, thanks for popping in. Leaning Ole Miss versus A&M. This A&M team, they can't even get rid of this head coach. He's due $100 million. He's got a guaranteed contract. Can you get a coordinator in here, please? For the love that's holy. Oh, my goodness. I'm off the game with any thoughts on Monday Night Football. Yeah, well, I mean, I took the Pats at 6, so I like the Patriots.
Under. Primetime game, under.
They're 14-7. Primetime games 14-7 to the under, 66.7% for those keep it scored home. Astros future bet looks pretty good. Pats Bear under the 42.5. I get it. And this Bears team, I grabbed Dallas for next week. Now it's 9.5. I'm like, you're in a spot here. They get if this is like the Lions game, it's 24-0, 29-9, a big loss. Cowboy line's only going to go up. There's no way this Cowboy line's going. The only way this Cowboy line comes down if the Bears win this one 45-10. That's not happening. They refuse to throw the ball, Chicago. You got a Patriot defense is solid. You got a Patriot offense that under Mac Jones, right? Mac Jones playing tonight. The dude's got 5 interceptions. I mean, Zappi's outperformed him. He's coming in, and they're not pulling him out, short of him getting hurt. So he could have a bad game. They don't want a QB controversy, apparently, because when you got a kid who's been hot like that, why wouldn't you keep him in against the Bears? It's a home game, but it's a home game versus the Bears. Not a good team. Bring your guy in who's missed a couple to get right versus the team. I'm not expecting him to be sharp. Can this game be 20-10? Absolutely. Corey Jones checking in. Good morning. Yep, Belichick moves past George Halas tonight. Oh, the memes, they write themselves here, right? The storylines, as I say, the storylines write themselves. See a lot of ridiculous archival footage tonight. I'll be sure not to watch the game. 42 is a good number. It's down to 40 with this Patriot line. Yeah. James, try not to bet day of. In case you didn't know, the Week 8 lines, they came out last Wednesday. Don't have to bet day of on a bad number. I have to agree with you, Higgs. Zappy. Pat's way more high octane. Yeah. You saw the offense with him a lot better than when it was with Mac Jones. Not sure why they. And that's weird because you think Belichick would be a guy who'd be like, screw it. Mac, we're going to ride the hot hand right now, right? I don't understand why you don't ride hot hands. But I'm not Bill Belichick, and it's tough to go against that guy. Maybe
Wait,
they feel
you're not
like
Bill Belichick?
I could put on a hoodie and grunt.
Yeah, just put on a hoodie and don't smile the entire time. There you go.
Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in a spot where did they just get the best out of him, like squeezed every ounce out of him that they could get? That's weird. I don't, what's this? I'd love to be a fly on the wall up in Nesson country. Hear what the talk radio says about this. Patriots, Heat, Celtics, Stars, Vegas, Hurricane, says Randy. All right, Patriots, sure. The Heat is a fave. Celtics, okay. Dallas, Stars, Vegas, and Carolina. See a lot of faves here. So Carolina on the road. I got no opinion on that one. I do like kind of Vegas. I think Toronto played Colorado last, so okay with that one. The Stars against Otto. How about an under in that Dallas game? I'll go under there. And the Heat, we talked about the Heat over the Bulls already. That's to say I'm off the game. There's too many questions for me. There's not, James, passing is fine. You don't have to play it. You don't have to play. Folks, you don't got to play the game. You don't got to play. I didn't bet an NBA game today. I didn't bet a hockey game today. I didn't bet an NBA, an NFL game today because I bet it last week. You don't have to bet something because it's on TV, just so you know. Just so you know. All right, we got Allie Burns is coming up next. Today, again, anytime touchdown, I do have the Patriots at a different number. Tomorrow will be Teaser Tuesday. Baseball, I mentioned the futures we talked about already. Nothing in the NBA or hockey today. Sometimes you're just a pass. All right, you don't have to force the issue. We're getting out of here. See you later. See you on Tuesday. Good luck tonight. Don't get buried with college hoops 2 weeks away. Hit the like button on the way out if you want. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.